Breast cancer isn't just a woman's disease. This Men's Health Month, the Rose is helping spread awareness to help men recognize the signs and symptoms. Joining me live this morning is the Rose co-founder and CEO Dorothy Gibbons, along with breast cancer survivor Ronnie Pace. Welcome to Houston's Morning Show to both of you. Ronnie, I would love to start with you for you to tell us your journey and how breast cancer has affected your life.
Well, it was like a lot of people, even today, I was unaware that men were even susceptible to becoming a breast cancer victim. I had a cough back in 2013. My wife encouraged me to have it checked out. It turned out it had a slight case of acid reflux, but the CT scan showed a lump in my right breast. I was asymptomatic, and I asked the doctor, well, should I be worried about this lump? He said, well, it could be malignant. That's the first time I've ever heard with men have the possibility of breast cancer. So a major change shifted my dynamics for sure.
Well, you're very brave to talk about it and help spread the message because you are not alone in this. Dorothy, let's talk about how many men end up getting this diagnosis in their lifetime.
Well, it's about 2,600 a year, and you know that number is growing. The thing that we've learned about male breast cancer is while it's still a small number of men, more men die of this disease than normal. I mean, that's what's so dangerous about it. If a man finds something, he really needs to have it checked out.
And that's the deal. Like Ronnie was asymptomatic and they ended up finding a lump. Is this the situation when guys are taking a shower? Maybe they just need to feel and make sure there's nothing there. What would you suggest they look out for signs and symptoms, Dorothy?
That's one of them. You know, any kind of unusual area on their breast, in their chest area. And of course, you know, if they have a discharge or if they see any puckering or any of those kind of things. And, you know, most men want to just kind of push it off and say, oh, I must have hurt myself or I have a bruise or whatever. But no, if it stays there, it needs to be checked out.
Ronnie, because it is fairly rare, I'm sure it's difficult to try to explain and help spread this word. So I'm really proud of you for doing this. And you want to really destigmatize this in men. Tell me more about your mission.
Well, I'm glad you use the word mission because since I was diagnosed, my mission is to be a male breast cancer awareness advocate. One of the things that we overlook, though, with men, besides the obvious stigma that men have, is that men have the same emotional reactions that women do. The shock and disbelief, the denial, the fear of the unknown. We have a little bit less anxiety about our physical appearance, but there's some there. I still wear a t-shirt when I go outside now, but I used not to. So the stigma to me doesn't make any sense. I mean, if men would talk about this more, it would be less of a problem. Like Dorothy said, we die at about 20%, about 500 men a year. So it's disproportionate to the number of men who are diagnosed.
Well, you're brave to talk about it, and I'm really glad you are because I think it does get at least this in the front of people's minds, especially men. Dorothy, let's talk about what treatment looks like for a man and then how you at the Rose serve men.
Well, the treatment's very similar to what a woman goes through. They will have often mastectomy and chemotherapy. And as Ronnie will tell you, sometimes those treatments aren't as effective in men as they are in women. But unfortunately, we don't have enough research to let us know what really is the best for men. So that's a whole nother part of his mission, is to make sure we know men need a different type of treatment. But when it comes to detecting it, a man is going to go through a mammogram and an ultrasound and a biopsy just like a woman. We see about 300 men a year. Now, we only diagnose anywhere from 3 to 6, but still, we know how to move the men on through the system and help them feel comfortable as you can feel, being the single man in the room and getting a mammogram. But we know how to do it. So they do not need to be worried about coming in.
Dorothy and Ronnie, thank you for this important conversation this morning. And Ronnie, only good health to you from now on.
Thank you so much.
All right.